Okay, the second part I wanted to show you, which I just touched on briefly, is about QuickBooks Online. We, in this course, are utilizing QuickBooks as a tool to help you to learn and understand how accounting information is entered into a database used by business owners and business professionals. As I had mentioned earlier, 80% of businesses here in the United States use QuickBooks as their accounting software. So I want you to know how to use it. I think that it's a very valuable thing to know how to use. Um, uh, I know that LaQuanda is interested in starting a business or exploring that opportunity. And so this could be a wonderful way for you to really kind of understand how to track your revenue and expenses and all of your balances and assets and liabilities and equity and all those fun things that you learned about, how to do it, right? So this is like the hands-on learning opportunity for you. Um, and so that's why I wanted you to really understand how to use it. So a couple of things that I need you to do during this first week. Um, First and foremost is you want to open up this one. It says QuickBooks Online Student Guide. It's a large file, so it might take a second for it to load. There it is. Okay. So QuickBooks has developed an opportunity for us and our students at UDC to learn how to use QuickBooks. And in this opportunity, the way it's going to work is you're going to create a QuickBooks account. Uh, it'll be uh, it'll come from me. You'll receive an email from me for QuickBooks. You'll be enrolled into, I guess you could call it like a classroom for QuickBooks, yeah. And you'll learn how to use QuickBooks in a hands-on learning experience. So what will ultimately happen is I'm going to end up sending you an email that'll come from QuickBooks. I'm going to send it to your UDC email address. You'll enroll into it and you'll be able to begin to use QuickBooks. Okay. Which I think is probably going to be the best way to do this. For those of you who have a mobile device and like a cell phone or a tablet or whatever, you can use it. QuickBooks has an app that you can download. I prefer that you use a computer, laptop, desktop. If you want to use your phone, you can do that. Okay. So all of this information is available to you. So for the setup, I'll walk you through the setup. Again, it'll be an email that'll come from me through QuickBooks to you, and I'll help you to get started in understanding how it all works. Yeah. But this guide is 400 pages, so don't read too much into it. But it's just kind of, I look at it as more of a quick reference guide to get started. But again, I'll set that up for you. I've also have here tutorial videos. These videos help you to become familiar with QuickBooks Online and how it works. They're relatively short, so feel free to start going through those. because those will help you when it comes toward the next part. So when I send the email to you from QuickBooks, it might go to your spam box or to a junk mail box or whatever. So send out like a separate email just to kind of remind you of that, because sometimes it gets lost. Yeah. So just be aware of that. Each few weeks, especially week 1 and week 4. Here's week 4, week 5. You'll have a couple of certification opportunities for QuickBooks through LinkedIn Learning, and the first one is week 1. So what you'll need to do, and I recommend that you do this on Thursday, okay? Instead of class time, you have work time. So on Thursday's class time, I want you to log into the classroom here and access this QuickBooks Online Essential Training. It'll open up like this. Of course, after you've established your LinkedIn Learning account with the institution, which most of you have already done, but if you haven't yet, follow that step-by-step guide from the Start Here area. But after you've established it, the way it'll work is you'll log in to the classroom. You'll open up that QuickBooks Online Essential Training. It'll open up just like this, okay? You'll start, it should start playing automatically if at the introduction. And you'll notice that it's a series of very short videos, okay? There's a lot of them. So this whole thing should take you at least an hour, say maybe even a little longer than that. Once you've gone through all the videos, once you've completed a video, you'll see a green check mark show up to the left. That verifies that you've watched that video. All of these little bubbles here on the left, all of those should have green check mark in them, including the one that says conclusion. Once you've done that and you've watched all these, at the very end, it'll say, like, congratulations, here's your certificate. It'll open up, it'll look like this. It'll say, get your certificate. You'll click on that, and you'll be able to download it as a PDF. Okay, and you can also post it to your LinkedIn profile. But you do need to download it as a PDF, because then once you've downloaded the PDF certificate from LinkedIn Learning, you'll come back to the classroom, and then under here, Action and Expression, you'll click on that and you'll upload your PDF here for submission. That way I can give you a grade for it. Again, it's relatively straightforward. It could be a little confusing sometimes, but that's why I wanted to make sure that I walk through it with you slowly so you all understand exactly what needs to be done, especially when it comes to the QuickBooks part, but also for the LinkedIn Learning part. So again, these little certificates, they add up. They're valuable. You're able to put it on your resume. You're able to put it on your LinkedIn profile. And you're being certified in QuickBooks. So to me, it's a win-win. Now, this course is pretty valuable. You're able to take this stuff with you beyond the classroom. So that's why I think that you'll get a lot out of it. But that's the basic premise behind QuickBooks and why I want you to learn it. Again, it's accounting software. It's very valuable. It adds a lot of value to you, and I can't see. Um, you may not love it. you know, you're probably not going to become an accountant. You might. You you might open your own business. You might work for someone else's business who uses it. You might even have a friend that uses it now. Like, hey, yeah, I'm learning this, UDC. Cool, super cool. So there again. It's a very valuable component that we're offering in this class, and hopefully you see that. Any questions so far on the QuickBooks thing? Help you with nursing? It might. Very well might. Sorry, that's a great question. It can. And the reason why I say that, and this, the same will go for like a mortuary science student or a nursing student or a student in the arts. Okay. It can. It might. And the reason I say that is because you might find yourself in a position, even as a nurse, you might find yourself in a position where you're using QuickBooks to bill patients or to receive payment from patients or to update patient records to some degree or to order supplies for the facility or to you name it. Yeah. There is certainly a possibility that you might use QuickBooks even in the nursing profession, the mortuary science profession. Yes. As I mentioned earlier, 80% of businesses in the United States use QuickBooks. So there's a great chance that you might end up working for a facility or a firm or a hospital or whatever that uses it. So yeah, I think it'll help you. That's a great question. So yeah, there's a lot of great uses. Any other questions on the QuickBooks part? Again, what I'll do is I'll send out email through QuickBooks to get you started with your own account. But those certificates, I think, is where you're going to find the most value. But also the hands-on learning. That's why I wanted you to have your own account. So yeah, it'll be cool. I promise. We'll have fun with it. This is new. This is something that we're doing brand new. I've never done it before here. Well, I tested it a couple of semesters ago here at UDC. The test went well, so I want to try to. We're trying it. It's something new, something different, and it's something that adds value. So we'll see where it takes us. We'll have fun with it, though. Questions, comments, concerns about QuickBooks? We good? Okay. All right, awesome. Let me go ahead. I'll stop this part of the recording, and then we'll switch gears, and we'll jump into chapter 17. So please stand by.